It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Brady now on first down. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
He was taken down.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
A 3-yard pickup.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. He's got Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
To Mike Evans.
A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. That is caught inside the 5.
Brady's pass complete.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
Mike Evans with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
7.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. Flushed out right. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Wilson now off the bootleg. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you...
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Buccaneers.
Wait, 20!
Now a first down carry by Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. And that's caught inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. and he's able...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
On first down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll toss it out to Carson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Trying to lay one up deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
47-yard line.
Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made. Back at
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. It's caught. Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Buccaneers.
Brady now on 1st down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Brady to throw again. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to number 14.
Chris Godwin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point put through by Succop. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Moore now to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
So first thing crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Chris Godwin. Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it.
Trey Flowers. Brady's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And down he goes. goes, a Buccaneer sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
That'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Here's 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Brady's pass.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A
gain of 13. It's a first down.
Buccaneers.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie. You. Malcolm. Kill. Hey, Alabama. Kill.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. This is Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Brady now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Succop now for the Tampa Bay field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The throw complete to Dorsett. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
44-yard line.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time. From the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Double dog, that's the way. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They still can't get him. And this is going to be incomplete.
Wilson on the
My initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
Mike 5-4.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Wilson wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. He'll check that down to Carson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second.
On what they plan to do.